Good morning. Happy Friday. I hope that everyone has had a wonderful morning so far. It's Miss Sarkis here again for our final lesson of the week on identifying theme in fiction. So for today's lesson, we're not going to read a story, but you will have a chance to do a writer's response. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you so that you can see the writer's response sheet that I created for you. So what you're going to do for your writer's response is you are going to choose one of the themes that was discussed this week, and you're going to write a short response about how that theme applies to your life. And once you've written your response, I'd like you to share it with a family member or a friend. And I've given you some lines here. You don't necessarily have to use all of the lines, but I've given you some space here to write your response. So again, you're going to choose one of the themes that we discussed this week, and I'm going to review those themes in a second. You're going to write a short response about how that theme applies to your life. And I'd like you to share your written response with a family member or a friend. So this week we've read 4 fiction stories. We read The Tale of Peter Rabbit. We read The Champion of Quiet. We read Trail into Darkness and Allie's Discovery. Let's take a moment and just quickly talk about the theme, the moral or the lesson that the author wanted us to learn in each of those stories. So in The Tale of Peter Rabbit, our theme was that there will be consequences if you break the rules. Remember, Peter Rabbit went into Mr. McGregor's yard when his mom told him not to, and he almost got caught by Mr. McGregor and stuck in the yard. And then when he got home, he became very sick from eating all of the vegetables in Mr. McGregor's yard and had to go to bed early and was not able to enjoy a nice dinner with his family. So again, the moral or lesson was if there will be consequences if you break the rules. And the story that we read on Tuesday, titled The Champion of Quiet, our theme was bravery. Taking a chance and being brave can lead to making new friends and new experiences. Our story for Wednesday was Trail into Darkness. The boy Luke was out hiking with his family. They were going to look at a giant rock glacier, and he stepped off of the trail and became lost from his family, became very panicked because it was getting dark, and he was afraid that he was not going to be able to find his way back safely to his family. And then he realized that he needed to be calm, he needed to be level-headed, and he was able to safely find his way back down the trail. So our moral or lesson for that story was it's important to stay calm and level-headed in an emergency situation. And our last story that we read for the week yesterday on Thursday was Allie's Discovery. And the theme of that story was friendship. Allie makes a very unlikely friendship with Miss Strawbridge. And the moral or lesson was who you develop a friendship with might surprise you. So again, I'd like you to choose one of the themes that we read about and discussed this week, and I'd like you to write a short response about how that theme applies to your life, and I'd like you to share your response with a family member or a friend. Now, if you'd like to write more than one response on more than one theme, absolutely go ahead and do that. And the link for the writer's response is in the lesson for today. I have really enjoyed spending some time with you this week, reading to you, discussing the characteristics of fiction, talking about theme and the definition of theme, and identifying theme in 4 different fiction stories. I hope that you have a great weekend. Stay safe, and I'll talk to you soon.